Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about masculine and feminine energy, what exactly they are, how they're different, how you can boost your feminine energy and you can boost the masculine energy to help your partner enhance his masculine energy. So, first, let's quickly dive into the science part. For men, testosterone is typically the dominant hormone, while for women, it's estrogen. Ideally, for guys, masculine energy should be around 80%. Testosterone makes men naturally competitive, goal driven, and action oriented, right? But when women have too much testosterone, it can actually lead to hair loss, depression, and even fertility issues. No matter how you personally identify, ideally you want to align around 80% with that energy of your gender. There's a big misunderstanding here I want to clear up right at the start. People think men have only masculine energy and women only have feminine energy. Totally wrong. We all have both energies within us. Think of masculine energy like a container. It sets the structure, the rules, the routines. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is like the water inside that container. It flows freely, moves gracefully, and takes whatever shape feels right. But it still stays within that safe boundary. Masculine energy says, hey, here's what you gotta do, here's the deadline. But feminine energy decides how to do it, with what energy to do it. It's creative, expressive, intuitive. For men, value is often tied to achievements, how well they solve problems, how much money they make, their ability to reach their goals. But feminine values? Totally different. It's all about simply being, existing, creating, and nurturing. Masculine energy is rooted deeply in the physical, three-dimensional world. That means it connects strongly to the first three chakras: root, sacral, and solar plexus. Men naturally own this territory: money, success, structure. But women dominate the higher realms, the fifth dimensional world, involving the higher chakras: crown, third eye, and throat chakras. That's our spiritual space. So, practically speaking, let the masculine handle things like financial security or practical decisions. That doesn't mean you shouldn't earn money. Just don't base your whole sense of worth on how much money you make or how productive you are, because honestly, that raises testosterone levels and it's biologically proven to make women feel anxious and unhappy. So here's the secret. Your values as a woman should never be tied to masculine achievements like your job title, salary, or your productivity. Instead, your worth comes from how you feel about yourself, how much creativity you express, and how much beauty and positivity you bring to the people around you. Those are the feminine values. I'm not saying masculine tasks are better or more valuable. Unfortunately, today's society often makes women feel like their natural feminine gifts are somehow less valuable, even creating a human life, which is literally the closest thing to a miracle, is sometimes undervalued. Like, girl, you can literally do what only God can do: bring life into this world. That's crazy powerful. Yet the society tries to make you believe that your feminine power is somehow inferior, pushing you to compete against men, live like men, work like men. No wonder we're all exhausted and confused. Have you ever worked your butt off all day? Then came home feeling totally drained and empty, wondering, I did everything the society says is important? Why do I still feel so awful? That's because you're at war with your own energy. Your femininity is begging you to slow down, to nurture yourself, to embrace your creativity, while you're forcing yourself into a masculine routine. Book What Men Want. It even says men can't genuinely love a woman who's overflowing with masculine energy. They might use her or respect her achievements, but deep love? No. Here's a tip for you. Masculine energy lives in your head. It analyzes, strategizes, thinks logically. Feminine energy is in your body. It feels deeply. So from now on, whenever you want to talk about your emotions, start by saying, I feel. If someone hurts you, instead of jumping straight to logic, like, you always do this, drop into your body and say something like, when you said that, it made me feel really hurt. Suddenly, you're not competing in his logical space anymore. Because the truth is, you'll never beat a man by playing his own game. Guys are naturally stronger at logical debates and analytical thinking. Instead, bring him into your territory, the emotional, intuitive space. Men become defenseless in that realm because most haven't mastered it. It's your territory, your advantage. You might think that acting logically or entering a man's world will create closeness. But actually, guys are exhausted by their own logical world. They crave emotional warmth, creativity, and beauty, the things they rarely experience throughout their busy, goal-oriented day. So, build your feminine, magical world and make it so inviting, magical, uniquely yours that he dreams of stepping into it. For example, if you're cooking, don't just make dinner mechanically. Put on some music, dance around the kitchen, sprinkle your spices like magic pixie dust. Seriously. Remember, everything in the universe is energy. This is quantum physics, by the way. You don't have to compete with men on their physical structured playing field. You're meant to operate with energy, creativity, and emotion. So, here's how you boost your feminine energy practically, every day. Dance more. Dancing is amazing at releasing trauma stored in your body. Plus, if you're a people pleaser type who's always worried about what others think, dancing is perfect for you. Why? Because when you dance, you literally have no idea how it will turn out. You might look silly. Maybe you're not even good at dancing, but it doesn't matter. Feminine energy is about enjoying the process. Let go of trying to impress anyone else. And one last thing, write down your desires every day and do it with lots of love. It's powerful. You know what's funny? Some people get so triggered when they hear the word gratitude. Like, why should I be grateful? I haven't even gotten what I want yet. Let me tell you something. Life is like a mirror. You can't stand in front of a mirror with a frown and expect it to smile back. It only reflects what you do. So, when you raise your feminine energy, when you choose softness and gratitude, guess what? Life gives it right back. Not because you begged, not because you suffered, but because you aligned. Now, maybe you're thinking, why should I say yes to a man? Why should I agree with him? Why shouldn't I push back? When you say okay with softness, something shifts. It creates space for him to go all in, and one day, that man might just give you his whole heart without you even asking for it. You're not manipulating, you're just showing him how good it feels to give to someone who receives with grace. Let's talk about effortless discipline. Like a plant that grows towards the sun. The plant doesn't sit there second guessing itself like, oh no, what if I don't grow? It just grows. No drama, no resistance. Let men do little things for you. Let them change the light bulb. Let them carry your bags. Let them open the damn door. Don't be like, I can do it myself. Girl, we know you can. That's not the point. You're not helpless. You're powerful, but you're also feminine. And femininity is about allowing. When you allow him to be the man, he feels like a hero. He's thinking, damn, I'm killing it. I just opened the jar and she looked at me like I launched a rocket. And you both win. You feel cherished. He feels needed. That's sexy. When I'm going down the stairs or walking through a door, I let the man hold my hand or open the door for me. Do you think I need help with the stairs? No. but I choose to embody the softness. It's not about ability, it's about energy. And girl, your body is your temple, your sacred space. Treat it like it. From what you eat, to the way you move, to the clothes you wear, honor your body. Dance, move, stretch, meditate, do yoga, not to impress anyone, but to come back home to yourself. Anything that brings you into your body is sacred. Art, breath work, even just feeling the sun on your skin. Let's talk about money for a sec. If you're with a man who's constantly asking you for money, I'm not talking about emergencies or support in a real partnership. I'm talking about daily dependency. Do not enable that. Instead, say something like this. Babe, I see so much potential in you. You're capable of so much more than relying on me financially. Say it with love. Don't attack. Don't shame. Empower. Now, if you keep attracting emotionally unavailable or disrespectful men, listen closely. They're just mirrors. They reflect the wounded masculine energy inside you. That inner voice that shames you, criticizes you, doesn't compliment you when you look beautiful. That's the same energy you'll see in men until you heal it. When you make a mistake, do you beat yourself up? When you feel beautiful, do you allow yourself to feel it? Or do you downplay it? That's your inner masculine energy. He needs healing. He needs to become the protector of your feminine, not the enemy. Be kind to yourself. Be a safe space for your own feelings. You're sad? Don't say, "Why am I always like this?" Sit with yourself and listen. Be the safe place you need. And guess what? The world around you will mirror that back. It always does. Because your outer world is just a reflection of your inner one. And your soul, it came here to grow, to shine, to love. So treat yourself like someone you deeply love.